Indrasena Maharaja Yahi Bhubhadramastute Sutalam Swargibhi Arthyam Janati Parivaritaha Indrasena Maharaja Yahi Bhubhadramastute Sutalam Sarvagirbihi Parthyam Jnanipi Parivaritaha. Translation: O Bali Maharaj, Indrasen, now you may go to the planet Sutal, which is desired even by the demigods. Live there peacefully, surrounded by your friends and relatives. All good fortune unto you. Can someone please read the purport?
Bali Maharaj was transferred from the heavenly planet to the planet Sutala, which is hundreds of times better than heaven, as indicated by the words When the Supreme Personality of Godhead deprives his devotee of material opulence, this does not mean that the Lord puts him into poverty. Rather, the Lord promotes him to a higher position. The Supreme Personality of Godhead did not ask Bali Maharaj to separate from his family. Instead, the Lord allowed him to stay with his family members.
So this verse is 8:22-33, and the next verse is 8. We'll read 3 verses today. The purport is only on verse 33, which we read. Natvam abhi. See, I have some issues in my eyesight, and the computer is too far, so I think everyone can still hear me if I'm a bit away from the mic, right? Natvam abhi bhavishyanti Lokesha kim utapare Tvacha sanatigan datyams Chakram me sudayishyati. Someone read the translation, please.
On the planet Sutan, not even the predominating beauties of other planets, but to speak of ordinary people, will be able to conquer you. As far as the demons are concerned, if they transgress your rule, my best will kill you.
Rakshishe sarvatoham tvam Sanugam saparichadam Sada sannihitam veera Tatra mam drakshate bhavam. Translation, please.
O great hero, I shall always be with you and give you the protection all respect along with my associates and paraphernalia. Moreover, you will always be able to see me there.
Jai. So, Hare Krishna. We all welcome you to this very auspicious Tithi today, which is Vamana Dwadashi, appearance of Lord Vamana Dev. Thank you, Prabhuji, for giving me the opportunity to speak about Lord. Today we were discussing about, Krishna was like, oh, is there a class? Jai Shri Shri Radha Goldev Ji ki, Jai Shri Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman Ji ki, Jai Shri Gaurnitai ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Jai. So Krishna was like, oh, today is temple? And I said, yeah. And he was like, are you giving the lecture? I said, yes. On what topic? And I said, Vamana Dev. And he said, but why? Everyone knows about him. Why are you going to talk about him? Talk something else. I was like, actually a valid question, because this is not a new story. Everyone knows about Lord Vamana Dev. I am not here to say something new. So what is that we are going to discuss here? It is Lord Vamana Dev's story, but the beauty of Lord and his pastimes is, the more they are discussed, the more we again and again talk about them, they become more sweeter. And every time you hear the stories or read them, you find some new point. And you are like, "Arey, ye to last time pada tha, tab nahi tha." Why does it happen? Because you're reading the story again. And when you are reading the story again, Lord is like, "Oh, he's interested in me, knowing about me. I'll tell him something else, something different this time, what he already knows from." So, this is the same pastime. Lord Vamana Dev came, he asked Bali Maharaj gave, and Bali Maharaj was then captured because he couldn't fulfill his promise. It's the same story. Pastime is the same. But we'll just try to relive the pastime again with the hope that Acharyas and Lord himself will empower us to understand the story in a better way, and something we can learn again from the story and implement in our lives. So one thing is very clear, that when we talk about Vamana Dev, there is one person we cannot ignore, which is Bali Maharaj, right? They are intertwined. Like when we say Sita, Ram, Lakshman, and then we cannot leave Hanuman. They are intertwined. These names are intertwined, right? So when you are talking about Vamana Dev, you cannot leave Bali Maharaj aside. Because for him he came, actually. And we'll see how. So the whole pastime we know, but we'll try to understand that how Lord actually reveals to everyone who is a devotee. We, with our naked eyes, try to understand and try to judge a person by their outer layer or by their actions and think that, oh, he is a devotee or she's not a devotee, with our limited senses, right? But Lord is coming here and exposing our illusions. A demon, Bali Maharaj was the king of demons. He is exposing Bali Maharaj, that though he is king of demons, he's a great soul and he's the greatest devotee. This pastime is about Vamana Dev revealing to the world about the glories of Bali Maharaj. Right? So let's go back. Let's go a little bit back to understand where this all started. Do we know this? I think most of us know about this, right? This is Samudra Manthan Leela. Samudra Manthan Leela. So this is one Leela, I think probably the only time in the history when demons and Devatas came together. Why did they came together? To get the nectar, to get the elixir. They thought that is something which is more powerful, and that drinking that nectar, they will become unstoppable, unconquerable. They will become the most powerful people alive on the universe. That's why they were churning the ocean to get Amrit out of it. And did Amrit came? Yes. And what happened? They all started fighting, right? Demons and Devatas, they were friends in a minute, and in a minute they started fighting. As soon as the nectar came out, they started fighting to get that nectar. And demons had that nectar in their hand. Okay, Devatas couldn't do anything. Demons just snatched it from their hand. And then something wonderful happened. A wonderful lady emerged, and the demons willfully gave that nectar to that lady, and that lady distributed to all the Devatas. Who was that lady? Mohini. Lord himself came as. So whenever Lord comes, he comes with the best of the avatar. He came as lady, the best of the lady, the most beautiful lady. Everyone was bewildered with the beauty of Mohini. And that's how Devatas got all the nectar, and they became very powerful. And then they attacked the demons. Very beautifully, in detail, it's written in 8th canto, Srimad Bhagavatam. If you want, please read it, but due to time restrictions, we'll just quickly see that they actually killed Bali Maharaj. Devatas killed Bali Maharaj. Bali Maharaj attacked Indra very fiercely. The demons were headed by Bali Maharaj and Devatas were headed by Indra. Okay, the fight was going on and Bali Maharaj threw 10 arrows at one time. No, he threw in together 20 arrows or 21 arrows. 10 arrows directly to Indra, okay? 3 arrows to Airavat, the elephant. 4 arrows each side, that is 8 arrows, to the people who were protecting the Airavat. That's how he threw Bali Maharaj in one go. And because of the power of nectar, Indra, before those arrows reached any of them, to the Airavat or to him or to the protectors, he cut all of them through his astras, his power. And Bali Maharaj was defeated. Forget about defeated, he was killed in the battle. He was killed in the battle. Demons started fleeing, with the fear of these devatas who have become so powerful. And then Narad Muni came and stopped the devatas and said, it's okay. Okay, the king is dead, so stop this fighting. You go to your place, and demons, you go to your place. And then demons took the body of Bali Maharaj and took him to Shukracharya, the guru of demons, right? The guru of demons. And Shukracharya had the Amrit Sanjeevani mantra. He was very powerful. He had this mystic power to make a person who is dead alive. And Shukracharya did that and made him alive. Now just imagine if we are dead and someone make us alive, how much indebted we will be for that person, right? So similarly, Bali Maharaj surrendered his whole life to Shukracharya. He served Shukracharya and all the Brahmanas of Bhrigu dynasty with utmost humble attitude, utmost sincerity and full devotion. When he started serving them, the Brahmanas became very pleased. So the Guru, Bali Maharaj's Guru, and all the other Brahmanas of Bhrigu dynasty, they became very pleased with him. And then they suggested him that, we are very pleased with your service. I think you need to do Vishwajit Yajna, which will make you powerful, and then you go and attack Indra again. No one will be able to defeat you. These kind of, loopholes only Brahmanas know. And the Brahmanas were pleased with Bali Maharaj. And they did the Vishwajit Yajna, and after that Yajna, Bali Maharaj became very powerful. So much that he was illuminating, there was a huge effulgence coming out of him. It was, he was looking like a person you won't want to mess with. Right? He was still very beautiful, very handsome personality, but a person with authority. When someone is in a very high authoritative post, and say if you are going on, say you are going somewhere in an airport and you just see a person who is very, very, who's kind of giving you that vibes of authority. Have you ever come across some person like that in your life? Where you don't know who the person is, but he's giving vibe of authority, and you feel like, oh, he's definitely, someone very powerful. Similarly, Bali Maharaj was having that kind of vibe. And with that vibe, and with the Vishwajit Yajna, there came a golden chariot as well. So with that, sitting on that chariot, having the blessings of Prahlad Maharaj, he attacked again to Indra, to the city of Indra. And Indra, see that person who is bewildered, standing towards the most right, that's Indra. And when he saw that these people, these all demons, and this Bali Maharaj is sitting in that chariot, that very wonderful chariot, he's sitting, golden chariot, he's coming. He just could understand that I can't face him. What is it? He got bewildered. And when he got bewildered, what did he do? He went to his guru. He went to Brihaspati And he told him that, what is this? This Bali Maharaj, I killed him. How come he has become so powerful that I can't even stand him? What is wrong? What has happened to him? And then our Brihaspati ji, he told him that just don't even, this slide. Went to his guru, Brihaspati. And Brihaspati told him that he has served his guru and all the brahmanas very nicely. And that's why he has got this power from them. It's not his power. He said, literally, Brihaspati said to Indra, pack your bags and run. You cannot do anything. You cannot face Bali. It is not him, it is Brahma Tejas. You use the word. See, it's so important, the power of great souls and Guru, what they can do, what nectar couldn't do. Right? They got the nectar, Devatas got the nectar, but still they couldn't stand the stage of Bali Maharaj, who was empowered by what? By the Gurus, by his Guru and by great souls, by Brahmanas. Because His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj mentioned in the lecture, before saying that, I would like to acknowledge all the purpose of Srila Prabhupada, Bhagavatam, and lectures of His Holiness Radha Govind Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj, and other senior devotees as well, through which I am able to say something about Bali Maharaj. So, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj mentioned that this shows that if we want to be powerful, all we need to do is to please our Guru. No one can stop us. No one can stop us if we are trying to please our Guru. We get the power. Example is Srila Prabhupada himself. He was spreading the words of Lord throughout the world, which was the instruction of his Guru, to spread the message of Mahaprabhu. He was doing that, and what happened? He established a huge organization, a Krishna consciousness organization, which is working so well. There are temples around. We have Srila Prabhupada sitting here. He is blessing all of us. Just imagine a person with very thick Bengali accent. Even now, the YouTube lectures of Srila Prabhupada, someone has very kindly, put subtitles to the lecture, so we are able to understand it clearly what Srila Prabhupada is saying. We can't understand that Bengali thick accent. We are Indians. Bengal is in India. We should be knowing that accent. We can't understand, but he turned all the Westerners. He made Westerners understand this Krishna consciousness, this philosophy of Krishna consciousness, all because of the empowerment from his Guru. Similarly, we should also learn that if we serve our Guru, if we serve great souls nicely, we will be empowered. Okay, so basically, even if there's tsunami warnings or earthquake warnings, what do they say? Do they say that, don't worry, go and face the earthquake and tsunami? What does the government say? Pack your bags and go far where you cannot access. If it's a tsunami, go to a top place where you cannot be, tsunami can't reach there. Similarly, Brihaspati said, pack your bags, run, hide, where Bali can't come. And all the demigods disappeared like that. All of them out of fear. All of them disappeared. Can you imagine the power of Bali Maharaj? And then Bali Maharaj was seated on the throne, but the same Guru and Brahmanas told him that if you want to maintain this position of Indra, you will have to do the 100 sacrifices, Ashwamedha sacrifices, which are a prerequisite. It's a job description. No, prerequisite. That's the what can we say that when you apply for a job, there's this qualification needed, whether you are qualified or not. So for Indra, the qualification is you should have done 100 Ashwamedha yajnas, and then you are perfectly fully qualified. No one can move you from there. Similarly, So Bali was advised to perform 100 fire sacrifices. Now what's happening in the meanwhile with the Devatas? The Devatas have lost their home. They are hiding. ठीक है, छुप रहे हैं, इधर उधर घूम रहे हैं. उनको देख के सबसे ज्यादा दुख किसको हो रहा है? उनकी माँ को. Of course, right? Mother gets very worried seeing her kids in problem. So she then approached her husband, and she performed Payovrat on the advice of her husband Kashyap Muni, which is 12 days fasting, and after that Lord himself came and gave him darshan on the 12th day, which is Lord, the Supreme Lord agrees to become Aditi's son. Okay, this is where Supreme Lord agrees that okay, fine, I'll become your son. Interestingly, Supreme, I was reading Srimad Bhagavatam in 8:17:17. See, he is Lord. ठीक है, भगवान स्वयं आए हैं. कुछ भगवान के लिए इम्पॉसिबल है, कुछ इम्पॉसिबल नहीं है. किसी भी चीज का वो ऐसे कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, But what Lord is saying here? Lord is saying, अथापि उपायो मम देवी चिन्तया सन्तोषितस्य व्रतचर्यया ते ममार्चनं नर्हति गन्तुमन्यथा श्रद्धानुरूपं फलहेतुकातवात्. What is he saying? Athapi upayo mama devi chintaya. I have to think about some upaya now. Because I can't go against Brahmanas. I can't go against... He has followed his guru so nicely and he is having the power of Brahmanas. तो मुझे अब सोचना पड़ेगा. इसको मैं ऐसे इतना easy नहीं है बलि महाराज को हिलाना इंद्र की पोजीशन से. कुछ तो सोचना पड़ेगा. Lord is saying, see, if you have the mercy of your guru, see, Lord also gets confused. अब इसको कैसे हराए यार? ये तो गुरु की mercy पे जी रहा है ये तो. Right? So Lord gets confused and he's thinking, अब क्या करें? इसको हरा तो सकते नहीं. I can't kill him because he is very powerful. It's written in Canto 8th itself. I think 29th verse of which chapter I forgot. I think 15th chapter, where it's written that Bali Maharaj became so powerful that only Supreme Lord could face him. He became so powerful. Right? So here Lord is promising Mother Aditi that I'll take birth as your son, and I'll definitely, because he's saying that Mama Archanam Narhati Gantum Anyatha. If you are pleasing, if you are doing my worship, it won't go in vain. Don't worry. I'll find something. I'll find a way out. Don't worry. Okay? And then on the 12th lunar day of Bhadra month came our Vamandev. Vamandev ki jai. So Vamandev appeared on the 12th day of which is Dwadasi, lunar month. And when he appeared, all the constellations, planets, stars, they were all aligned. It was the perfect Abhijit Muhurat. He appeared at 12 in noon. Abhijit Muhurat it was. So it was not that Lord was thinking, okay, the Muhurat is on time, now I should appear. It's not like that. One thing we need to understand, Lord wants to appear, so all the constellations, stars and planets immediately align. Right? If there is an announcement that there are, the prasadam is served now, get in line. If I want prasadam, what will I do? I'll get in line. It's my benefit, right? Krishna is coming, get in line, constellation, planets. You have to be auspicious. Nothing can go inauspicious. So it's written in Bhagavatam beautifully, but when Lord Vamandev arrived, he was born as four-handed Vishnu, and immediately he took the roop of this dwarf Brahmana, 5-year-old, small, Brahmana. And then all the demigods, and they all got together and gave many things. So like Sun God gave the Gayatri mantra. Would someone like to read? What are the items which were given to Vamandev?
Sun God uttered Gayatri mantra.
Brihaspati gave the sacred
thread. Kashyap Muni straw bell.
Yeah, you see he's tying the straw belt in this photograph. Yeah.
Mother Earth, deer skin. Moon, Brahma
Indra, Devandara, yes.
Brahma, water pot, 7 sages, Pusha grass, Saraswati, Rudraksh beads, Kuber, pot for begging alms, and Bhagavati, first alms.
The first alms to Vaman Dev was given by Mother Parvati. And immediately, as soon as this was given to him, immediately he went to work. That's what he came for, right? He immediately went to the place where Bali Maharaj was performing his 100th year, which was finished almost. He went there. So when he was walking, very beautifully it's explained in Bhagavatam. Please read if you have time. 8th canto, amazing canto, 9 chapters is just about Bali Maharaj and Vaman Dev. So when he was walking, his feet, he was so small, so, Vaman, he was a dwarf, but his feet were actually crushing Mother Earth. He was so heavy when he was walking. And when he appeared in the arena of where Bali Maharaj was performing his yajna, he was so effulgent that everyone immediately got up. They thought that, what's happening? Who has come? Is this Sun God himself who has come? Everyone got up, including Bali Maharaj. Okay. And remember, Bali Maharaj and all the great sages were also very effulgent, right? In the beginning I said, but their effulgence in front of Vaman Dev was looking like glowworms. Vaman Dev was so effulgent. And immediately, Bali Maharaj washed Vaman Dev's feet, gave him an elevated seat, and drank the water from his feet, and then asked, "What can I do for you? What can I do for you?" I was listening to this very senior devotee, and he was saying that people who want to go for donation, learn from Vaman Dev. How he started glorifying the donor. The first thing he started glorifying the whole dynasty of Bali Maharaj, starting with Prahlad Maharaj. He glorified Hiranyakashipu as well. You should read Bhagavad, it's amazing. But so he started glorifying, and then he said, "I don't want much. I just want." What did he ask for? We all know this story, right? What did he ask Bali Maharaj? 3 steps. 3 steps of land. Whose steps? The biggest, huge demon, whoever is the hugest, the biggest demon in Bali Maharaj's kingdom, or no? His own 3 steps land, he said. Okay, and Bali Maharaj tried to, persuade him that, ask something else, or I can give you something else. But he said no. And that's also very beautifully he explains in Bhagavatam that a person, if he can't be, he can never be satisfied if he's not satisfied with 3 steps of land. And then Bali Maharaj said, "Okay, fine. I promise you, I'll give you the land. Don't worry. I'll give you the land. Whatever you want, I'll give you the land." And then what happened? Don't forget the Guru of Shukracharya. If he has the power of Amrit Samjeevni, he knew who this Vamana is. And he immediately took Bali Maharaj to corner and said, wait, come here. Bikhari ko bheek deke, tu khud bikhari ban jayega. He said, "What are you doing? You are actually giving, this is Vishnu, he has come here to take everything from you. He's a cheat. I can see in the future that he has asked for 3 steps. You have said you will give 3 steps. In 2 steps he'll cover everything. You won't have anything to give. And then he'll throw you into hellish planets. What will you do? Please don't do this. I am your Guru. I am telling you, I'm ordering you, don't do this." Now remember, Shukracharya is the one who saved Bali Maharaj. So when Shukracharya is saying that, Bali Maharaj went into thinking more. Okay. In 20th chapter of 8th canto, first verse, Sukdev Goswami says that Bali Maharaj went into thinking more. What's happening? Should I do this or should I not? And from 2nd verse to 13th verse, he gives 9 reasons for his decision to not change. And that decision made him a Mahajana. That one decision, which he thought and gave all the reasons. What are the reasons he gave? He said, I'm sorry. First he said that I am the grandson of Prahlad. I am coming from that dynasty, so I can't cheat anyone like that, right? Then he said that Mother Earth can't bear the burden of untruthful person. I can't lie. This is the second reason he gave. And then he said, I don't fear of anything. I don't fear of death, any kind of bad reputation. What I fear of is if I have promised something and I'm unable to give. If I don't be on my words, if I don't stand on my words. That was the third reason he gave. Then he said that opulences will come and go. If I'll die, I won't take my opulences with me, right? That's the fourth reason he gave. Fifth reason he gave Shastric evidences. He says Shivi Maharaj did that, the Dichi gave his bone, and he died. He left his whole body, his own body to save someone because he promised Indra that he'll give that. So Shastric evidences he gave. Then he says that, at least, even if he is Vishnu, if you're saying if I believe that he is Vishnu, I'll get good reputation only now. That see, Vishnu has come to beg for me. What is wrong in that? What is wrong in that? And then he says that very rare you get an opportunity where you are giving charity to whom? To the Lord himself. Very rare you get this opportunity, he says. And then he says that if I become poor just because I have given the charity, this is very good, it is very auspicious. And he said that Lord Vishnu, the last reason he gave, that Lord Vishnu is always worshipable. At any circumstances he should be worshipped. So if he is asking me something, I cannot say no. He said, I will give what I have promised. And when Shukracharya heard him do that, he cursed Bali Maharaj. He cursed Bali Maharaj that all your opulences, all your this material opulences will be lost, he says. And Bali Maharaj says, so be it, but I will not. Why did he, do you actually ever feel that why did Bali Maharaj make this decision? Just keep yourself in his position. You are the owner of the universe. And the next minute, someone is telling you that if you will give this, you'll become complete beggar. You will have nothing with you. Still you choose to give. Isn't it a very difficult decision? But what made him take that decision? Because it's not mentioned anywhere that he was a great devotee of the Lord or anything like that. What made him make the right decision? It is the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. What did Prahlad Maharaj was told by Lord Nrsimhadev? That your 21 generations will be liberated just because you are born in this dynasty. Right? He was backed up with the prayers of Prahlad Maharaj. He was backed up with the well wishes of Lord himself, Lord Nrsimhadev himself, that he could take the right decision when it was needed. Which made him Mahajan. And then we all know Lord became, from this Vaman, he took huge avatar, and with 1 feet, while he was just standing with 1 feet, he covered everything from earth to the lower planets. And then the other feet he took for all the planets above earth, all the heavenly planets. And then after that, he looked at Bali Maharaj sarcastically and he said, you were saying you will give me 3 steps, now give. Give me. You have promised me, you're supposed to give me. He's scolding Bali Maharaj. And then, of course, what did Bali Maharaj say? That there's still one thing, one place which you can take, and that is me. I, myself, my body, my free will, I'm surrendering to you, Lord. Please take me as your own. And the last, the third feat, it was on Bali Maharaj. But before that, of course, Vaman Dev captured Bali Maharaj just to show the world how great Bali Maharaj is. Bali Maharaj didn't complain. He was just standing there, captured by Varun Dev's, Garud's Varun Pash. Amazing. It's just amazing to see how Lord comes to glorify and purify his devotees. Just to reveal everyone, this Bali Maharaj, who is the king of demons, actually he's a great devotee. And what does Lord says after that? When he says, okay, Bali, mazak kar raha tha, it's okay. You don't worry. You are the greatest devotee. Don't worry. You forget about, this or all this thing. You go and stay in Sutal Lok. The first verses which we read, that was the verses said by Bali Maharaj, Vamana to Bali Maharaj. Go and stay in Sutal planet, which even demigods desire to stay there, but they cannot go there. Second, Indra's city is always attacked. Sutal Lok cannot be attacked. No one can disturb you there. And the very important part, Rakshashe sarvato ham tvam. I will protect you there. Such a great devotee. Lord is standing there in Sutalok protecting Bali Maharaj. That is the power of surrendering to the Lord. Bali Maharaj surrendered to Maya by having this huge desire to be the king of universe. What happened? He was defeated and killed, right? By Indra. Bali Maharaj surrendered to Lord with his will that he wanted to have 3 steps. What happened? Not only right now he is in Sutal Lok, which is the beautiful planet, but also after the coming Manvantar, Bali Maharaj said, you will become Indra, and you will be ruling it for 1 Manvantar. Whole Manvantar will be. You wanted to become Indra, you will become Indra. This whole pastime speaks about the power of Guru, power of great souls, how Lord comes to reveal devotees who are hidden, to expose them. You cannot be hidden for long, right? And, of course, the power of our beautiful Vamana Dev himself, just to please his devotees, Aditi Devi, of course, all the devotees who are very much, whenever we are troubled, and we think that, which decision to choose, this or that, this example, this story highlights that if we choose the right decision, backing up with Shastras, backing up with the prayers of pure devotees, under the guidance of bona fide spiritual master, we will be always protected. We will always be protected. That is this pastime. Power of great souls and how Lord comes to glorify and please his devotees. We were talking about great souls. Today is also Srila Jiva Goswami's appearance day. One of our great acharyas who was the nephew of Rupa Goswami and Sanatana Goswami. He has written from a very young age. He has been completely immersed in devotional service, and he has written many books in Sanskrit, especially Gopal Champu, Shat Sandarbhas. Shat Sandarbhas is commentary on Bhagavatam. So yeah, they are very. Lord Nityananda himself took Jiva Goswami with him and revealed the whole Mayapur Dham. We have this, Mayapur Navmandal Parikrama, the original Navmandal Parikrama book. It is a conversation with Lord Nityananda and Jiva Goswami. So today is also a very great Acharya's appearance day. So we hope and pray that we are always under the shelter of great Acharyas and our Guru, so that we are always protected. And Lord always protect us. Lord Vamanadev's shelter, we should all take and get the protection from him. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Vamanadev ki jai. Shiva Jiva Goswami ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any questions or comments? Please read Bhagavatam. The story is, yes.
If you quickly go 2 slides back. How is Vamanaji if he only has 2 legs? Where's the 3rd one?
Okay, so with 3 steps doesn't mean that he has 3 legs. With 3 steps, he means like 1, 2, and 3. Do you understand?
So doesn't that mean he crushed the lamb? Because you said just when he was small. So if he...
Oh, no. That was, that's just, when you walk on fresh grass, then when you walk on the, you know how grass just goes a little bit crushed, and then so, the Mother Earth was touched by Lord Vamana similarly like that. Lord Vamana won't harm Mother Earth. Yeah. Okay. So, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
So first of all, I'd like to thank Her Grace Sita Mataji for the beautiful discourse that we heard just now. So please put your hands together to show your appreciation. Tonight's program has been sponsored by one of our very, very old supporters who they do not reside here anymore. They're in Sydney. Chandrakant Bhai Patel and his good wife Jagrati Ben Patel. So please put your hands together. When they used to be here in Hamilton some years back, many years back, early days, they used to do a lot of seva at this temple. In fact, Srinathji is, that picture was put in here by them. They are from Pushti Marg, followers of initiated in Vallabhacharya Sampradaya, but they did a lot of seva here. And every now and then, I think maybe a year or so ago, 2 years ago, when I was doing Bhagavatam, they sponsored at that time too, the full week's program. So I'm sure he's online with us at this stage. I'd like to thank him personally for him and his wife for the support. And thank you all for joining us. Our next program will be, of course, on Saturday. As you have heard a little bit about Jiva Goswamiji, also Haridas Thakur, you will hear about him on Saturday. Satsaru Prabhu will speak about those two great personalities. So please do come along and join us for those programs too. We will now have Sandhya Arati, Gaur Arati, led by Chitta Krishna Das Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. So if everybody would like to stand up. So the sponsors are not here, so everyone can take time to come and do Arati today. Hare Krishna.
Hare Bahu koti chandini vadana ujnala koti chandani bahu koti chandini vadana ujnala
Shri Shodra A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Discourse founder Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Shri Nam Haridas Thakur ji ki Jai. Prem se karo Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasati Gaur Thap ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Sham Kund Radha Kund Giri Govardhan ki Jai. मायापुर थान की जय, वृंदावन थान की जय, जगन्नाथपुरी थान की जय, मथुरापुरी थान की जय, गंगा मई की जय, तुलसी देवी की जय, ट्रांसलेंडल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की जय, कृष्ण महाप्रसादम की जय, भरत मृदंग की जय, कोटि वैष्णवंत की जय, all glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, all glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, all glories to assembled devotees, Hare Krishna, all glories to Shri Guru Shri Gaurang ki jai, Gaur Premanandi, Hare Hare.
सब लोग बैठे हरे कृष्णा। तो बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद आज के इस प्रोग्राम में शामिल होने के लिए। जैसे बताया गया आगे तो अगला प्रोग्राम है शनिवार को। आप लोग सब लोग आइए और लोगों को भी साथ में लेकर आइए। अब हम लोग प्रसाद सेवन के लिए नीचे चलेंगे और कोई अगर जो प्रोग्राम स्पॉन्सर करना चाहते हैं तो आप हमसे संपर्क कीजिएगा। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू वेरी मच। हरे कृष्णा। एक बार हाथ उठाकर बोलिए हरे कृष्णा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे